Welcome back. Do remember, all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. 3 years after the disappearance of Professor James Oloyede, members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities at the Fani-Kayode University, Ile-Ife, are calling on the President, Muhammadu Buhari, to constitute a search team that will help to unravel the mystery. The union is also appealing to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, and other security operatives to intensify efforts at ensuring the professor's return. Members of ASU made the call at a special Congress of the Union held to mark the 3rd year of his disappearance.
It's exactly 3 years ago that Professor James Oloyede, a professor of nuclear and medical physics in the Department of Physics, Fani-Kayode University, Ile-Ife, disappeared in his hotel room in Eket, Akwa Ibom State. The professor was said to have left Lagos on the 17th of October 2013 by flight to Calabar and proceeded to Eket via road to consult as a radiation safety advisor to an undesignated oil and gas company, but did not return home. The call for help made ASU convene this special Congress on the campus of OAU, where the wife and family members of the missing lecturer, friends and colleagues are present to re-strategize on the next line of action.
To sign a plea to the presidency and to say that they should put together a search committee or a search team, as it has been done for the Chibok girls. Let there be at least a search team that will work for some time, looking for Professor Oloyede.
As a department, we have missed Professor Oloyede so much, because the vacuum he has left so far, which I believe when he comes back he's still going to fill. We have not been able to fill that.
They agree that the disappearance of Professor Oloyede remains a mystery to every one of them, calling on well-meaning Nigerians to assist in his search.
If the government can rescue, we know we have information about people they have rescued. They are Nigerians. Professor Oloyede is not a less Nigerian compared to those people. And in any case, the professor of nuclear physics, that's a commodity that is very scarce.
Generally, I think we don't value life. And as soon as we realize that and we start to value life, then we'll be more considerate to each other. And we feel what others are going through. We'll be more compassionate to other people's feelings, and that is why these developed countries are developed.
3 years on, and still no clue of the missing professor of nuclear and medical physics. However, there is still a ray of hope in the minds of these family members and colleagues who've gathered here today. What is left is for the relevant authorities called upon to assist in intensifying the search for the missing professor to lay the matter to rest.
And in the education sector as well, the cloud hanging over the issue of the ownership of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology in Ogbomoso may soon drift away, as both governors of Oyo and Osun states have reaffirmed their commitment to retain the joint ownership structure of the institution. The decision was reached at the end of several hours of deliberations between Governors Abiola Ajimobi, Rauf Aregbesola, and executive members of the 2 states at the executive chambers of the Oyo State Governor's office in Ibadan. Governor Ajimobi, who read a 7-point communique at the end of the meeting, explains that the 2 states agreed to the joint ownership of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, in accordance with the laws setting up the institution.
As brothers, sisters and family members of the same Yoruba ancestry, The meeting agreed that this should be a time of consolidation between the states rather than a time of fragmentation. Consequently, the meeting agreed to an irrevocable commitment to the joint ownership of the Ladoke Akintola University, Ogbomoso, in accordance with the laws setting up the institution. The meeting hereby announces the setting up of a visitation panel whose terms of reference include, among others, the review of the current terms of engagement with a view to consolidating the joint ownership, the conduct of an audit into the institution's sources and application of funds, as well as proposing strategies for the overall improvement in its quality of education and service delivery.
Mr. Abiola Ajimobi, Governor, Oyo State, and staying in the education sector in the Southwest, Jamb Registrar Professor Isaac Oloyede has been reacting to recent steps taken by the Senate to amend the Jamb Act and validate the usage of Jamb results for a 3-year period. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board boss stated this while addressing questions from journalists at University of Ilorin. He explains that the system will not work in Nigeria because of the education sector not running a stable curriculum. He also appeals to members of the House of Reps to critically look at the issue before taking a stand, as it may be harmful to the future of the students.
A lot of relationship between the curriculum or curricula and the questions set by Jamb. If, for instance, you give examination this year and by law you say it should be valid for 3 years, and next year there is a change of curricula in the universities, are you going to admit students with a qualification, with a test that has no relationship? I think when there are problems, I believe there are problems, but we should not rush to a greater problem in solving a smaller problem. With due respect to the Senate, I believe that a second thought is necessary, and that's why we appeal to the House of Representatives not to agree, to have a second look. It should not even get to the point of seeking the assent of Mr. President.
You're watching News Across Nigeria on Channels Television, and coming up, a development forum holds in Imo State. Please stay with us.